yes. I think he's gonna win. விஜய் ஜெயிப்பாருன்னு தான் நினைக்கிறேன் நானும். கூட்டணி வச்சாரு கண்டிப்பா ஜெயிச்சிருவாரு. ஆனா அந்த கூட்டணி தான் இப்ப தொல்லையே. அதிமுக, திமுக அந்த 2 திமுக கூட கூட்டணி வைக்க முடியாது. ஏன்னா அவர் எதிரின்ட்டாரு டக்குன்னு. வந்து அதிமுகவோட கூட்டணி விடுறதுக்கு வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு. ஆனா இந்த ஓபிஎஸ், இபிஎஸ்லாம் வந்து எப்படி சொல்றது? வைங்க.
The Asmongold
கிட்ட மாடு மாட்டுமா? மாட்டிக்குமா? தெரியலையே.
Today, we have quite the debate
drama.
and news to discuss involving MMO Ashes of Creation, which is still in its
It's a scam. This game is going to come out and it's going to suck.
2 phase, and Asmongold. Apologies in advance as I've been very sick this past week and lost my voice, so I might sound a little different and audio may not be as good. But anyways, I was originally uploading this video titled Ashes of Creation is not a gank box. This video was to highlight the reality of how penalizing corruption and non-consensual PvP is, despite the pre-alpha 2 notion that the game was going
This is Ashes of Creation?
To be a gank box in which you
this actually looks
be
pretty
killed
decent.
and or grieved via open
pretty
world
fast-paced.
PvP. But the timing of this video could not have been worse. And thus, here I am, re-recording it. Why, may you ask? Well, Asmongold finally logged into Ashes of Creation's Alpha 2 test here on the game's 3rd weekend. And well, it went something like this.
I'm in. Holy shit.
Okay, what happened?
Oh my god. Yo, what's up, boys? Wait. This guy's how does this guy attack me?
Uh-oh.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
I'm getting killed. Oh my god.
Yeah. This went on for a bit, too.
I survived.
What the fuck is happening? Why everybody is killing each other? Goddamn.
What did you do? I mean, just look at me.
He just logged on. You blocked one alone.
Looks okay to me.
And watch, bro. This is whenever somebody one-shot me, right?
Oh, bro, what a dick sucker. I never even saw him.
Goddamn.
What a little rat.
Dead. This is dead. This is what you get if you play open world PvP. Fuck this mechanic. It's a piece of shit mechanic.
Oh, somebody killed me. Oh,
and then he went behind the rock. Do you see this shit?
What a rat.
Oh.
What a freaking rat.
How'd they do it to me?
They killed me. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Wait, I died.
XP debt.
Oh, shit. I lost experience, too.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, well... All right. All right. I think this is gonna have to be a game that I'm gonna have to play off stream. Yeah.
Yep.
I can't
Probably.
do this. Like, yeah, sorry. Like, it's unplayable. It is. It's unplayable. As funny as it is, I can't do anything. I mean, yeah, and I know, like, what will happen is that if I level up, there's just going to be people that are a higher level that are going to do the same thing, right?
Of course.
Because
yep,
it's just...
absolutely.
Of course. Yeah.
What a shit
play on
fest.
stream with organized bodyguards. Ooh. Ooh, dead again. Okay. XP dead. Ooh, it's the same guy! Okay, I'm dead again. All right, so...
Wow.
And then I got experience and I lost experience. Okay. All right. Like, just like spammed and like attacked and everything. So... I just like, cause...
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what happened?
Turn PvP off? I can't. It gets old really
Oh, you
fast.
can't?
There's also like people following me around, and then it's gonna create a lot of drama when I'm like, when other people get banned for me, like for attacking me, and they're gonna be like, oh, well, that's not fair. It's
Exactly.
preferential
Yep, pretty
treatment.
much. That's what happened to
It's
him.
just gonna
exactly
create
what
a lot of
happened,
like
by the way.
tension and drama, and I just kind of don't want to. Okay. Okay. It's just gonna. I just don't want to deal with it, right?
Yeah.
Now, this has since bred a lot of discussion and debate
Yeah,
around the Ashes
Bozo.
of Creation community and perhaps the broader MMO community. I happened to be online when all this drama, if you will, was occurring. And from the system messages posted by Steven, I just knew what was going on.
Yeah.
People were flooding to Asmongold's location. Zone chat
Leave the bald one alone. What a surprise. They knew it was about me.
was
Isn't
filled
that
with
nice?
anger and debate as people argued about whether or not it was okay for them to grief Asmongold as he loaded into the starter zone. Was it okay to just kill him as soon as he loads into the game?
Oh, they just he just put the gamer's tag in the whole notification for everybody. God
Those
damn,
of you
it
not
was that
aware,
bad?
Ashes of Creation does have open world PvP,
It
and
does.
that's what this video was originally going to focus on. There is a somewhat intricate corruption system that balances this capability of non-consensual PvP by punishing the person doing
Yeah,
the killing,
of course.
assuming the other player did not flag up / attack back or consent to this.
God
Right?
damn.
I won't go too much into detail with this as I've done so in too
So
many
he
videos.
got griefed so hard, so the game developers just put a whole notification for everybody who played the game to say to leave him alone.
But
God
Intrepid
damn.
Studios, developer of this MMO,
That
has made a
Baldwin
lot
alone
of
is just a
progress
full
in
world
balancing this
notification
corruption
right there.
system to the point it is extremely detrimental for you to go corrupted. And
Continuing to harass the bald one will have a hammer brought down upon them.
it is very
Oh my
seldom seen.
god.
In fact, just days ago, we received a patch updating the corruption system to be even more harsh and get rid of some of
Ooh,
those
wow.
workarounds that players were using.
That's a lot.
Not only do you drop up to 3 pieces of gear, incur what seems
Yeah.
to be increased XP debt,
Look at that.
have reduced combat efficacy, but now you also have a movement speed reduction and you have this new Blight debuff. Here's Steven explaining the Blight debuff on Pirate Software stream recently.
Okay.
Blight is essentially a cumulative PK score that gets kept track of as a stat on your character. And even
see.
if you have no corruption, but you killed 30 people over the last 5 days and you worked off that corruption,
Yeah.
your 31st kill will accrue much faster corruption, and so will your 32nd and 33rd, regardless of your corruption states. So
It's
that
a
is
bad
intended to help kind of curtail the
That's like social score in China, dude. That's like your social score.
the amount of corruption that's happening. Now, there will
Goddamn.
be a religious-based quest that through the investment of resources and time, players can reduce that cumulative score to bring themselves back down.
So somebody
What
says in
the
chat,
fuck?
why not just disable the feature to PvP unflagged players? Weird. There's a lot of people that like the idea of being able to kill other players non-consensually.
That's so stupid shit. Nobody like if that person who dies, they should quit the game, dude.
My opinion on this is that any game that allows you
Yeah, it's
to
gonna
have
die.
non-consensual PvP will cannibalize itself, and it will never be a mainstream game.
Yeah, it's just
There
freaking
will
die.
always be people that like those games and people that play them, but
It's not gonna be fucking Sword Art Online. It's just one kind of thing, you know. The thing is, Sword Art Online worked because you were forced to play that game. In this scenario, you don't have to force shit. You can just all day for the bitch, and then people never gonna touch your game. Your game is gonna fucking die. That's what's
you
gonna
basically
happen.
make the ceiling for your game extremely low. Those dipshits? No, I'm just saying, right? And so like, but wrong Lineage 2? Well, I think that's my point, right?
Yeah, Lineage 2 is not that popular, dude.
That's exactly my point.
Stop coping.
Yeah, it's not going to have like the same player base size as like World of Warcraft
World
or
of
Final
Warcraft.
Fantasy 14.
Yeah. True. True.
I'll take Elden Ring, the Souls games. that's not even worth responding to. Let's move on.
True.
Anyway, so basically what I'm saying is that any
Send
game
him to the
that has
gulag.
non-consensual PvP, because you think about it, right? A game that has non-consensual PvP, this would only logically affect people that don't want to PvP, or
Yep.
people that want to kill other people that don't want to PvP. And you think about like what kind of a person wants to go after and enable themselves to kill people that don't want to be killed. Well,
Yep.
somebody who wants to negatively impact the game experience of those other players in a obstructive way. Their goal
True.
is for that other player to have a bad time.
Yep. It's basically
As I
griefing.
mentioned, there was a lot of debate and semantics as a
Mhm.
result of
Basically
the
forced
Asmongold
griefing.
drama.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
Steven showing preferential treatment? Is this not a PvP-focused MMO, and thus people should be allowed to kill Asmongold if they
That's why I stopped playing. Is because I knew this was going to happen and it was going to create drama. I just don't want to deal with it.
Yep. He just quit.
want to?
Like
There
that's
was a
that's
lot
what
of
happened.
discussion on
It's
this.
not like he stopped playing. He just quit the
And
game.
GMs even disabled
Dude,
PvP
quit
on our
the game.
server as a result of the Asmon killings.
Yeah.
Though it was too late and he had already given up on attempting to have a normal experience.
Well, it's
Yeah,
also
he just
that
quit.
I understand that
That's what
this is a
everybody's
very
gonna do.
contentious issue for the MMO community, and I could see it being interpreted badly with like hardcore players that streamers could get preferential treatment. Now, I'm not, and also by the way, I don't think that I am. I think that if people are like constantly running after me and killing me nonstop because they're watching me on my stream and triangulating my location, this is clearly out of game behavior and it's griefing at a certain point. So
Yep.
I actually I
It's
do think that
absolutely
they
it's
should get in
griefing.
trouble for it, but I also acknowledge that this will not be how average people will see it. And it will cause a lot of discord and drama, and it will be bad for the game as a whole.
Personally believe there is a difference between PvP and
Mhm.
griefing. There is a difference
of course.
between PvP and stream sniping. There is a difference between PvP and harassment. Steven went as far as to even ban some of the individuals.
Here's the thing. People that want non-consensual PvP want to harass. They
Yep.
want to grief. That's why they want it to be non-consensual.
Absolutely.
That's the whole point.
It's like that laughing
for the
coffin bitches from the Sword Art Online, dude. Those bitches don't care.
repeated attacks
You know?
on Asmon
How would
during
I
this
know
time.
this?
It's like those psychos. The people who want a non-consensual PvP is just psychos that just want to ruin other players' experience. That's what it is. If you have balls, if you have any guts, go play a PvP game. Because you know your pathetic ass will get destroyed if you play a real PvP. That's why you were a fucking loser that plays a shit MMO that spends so much time in grinding your shit gear and then you killing the new players that says level 1 to 10.
Yeah.
So
You
I
know?
have said many times
What
in
a
the past
lame way to freaking spend your
that
time.
our stance on griefing will always be it's an actionable offense. And to be fair, the players that I banned yesterday are players who I gave 3 separate warnings to stop griefing this brand new logged in player. That isn't preferential treatment. I don't care if it was Asmongold or Joe Schmo off the side of the street. If it's a new player trying to learn the game, you going and harassing and killing that person for no
Yep.
political motivation, for no opportunity cost, for no scarcity of resources, all the reasons why PvP should exist, you are doing it for opposite of that. You are doing it to harass a person off of the server. By
Yes.
all means, go find a different community. That is not our intent, and you are exploiting our systems.
Good. Hell
Yep.
yeah. No, I 100% agree with that.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard for something like
Fuck
this
'em.
to actually happen. I'll be very surprised if this actually works. Because every game that has non-consensual PvP, the entire reason why people want it is to do that exact thing.
Yep.
Like, my personal
ruin
opinion
people's
is
life.
that I can't really see a reason why you would have non-consensual PvP besides griefing.
That's rad as hell, man.
Our server is already home to a couple of streamers, and people express dissatisfaction with another streamer in Asmongold arriving as well. However, this is something Asmon is used to. He loads into a game and there's players swarming all around him,
sure
wanting
are.
to be seen on screen.
Man, so
wanting
many
some sort
pathetic
of
people that
acknowledgement
wants
from
to stand. It's not even. It's like so. How a loser you can be. Like if you are seeing an actor in real life, even though if you're running behind him, that's kind of pathetic. But he's in a video game, dude. And then you run behind him like, oh my god, I don't know, man. I don't understand these people. Probably it's just a bunch of kids.
Asmongold the
Oh,
Bald.
yeah.
You
The
know?
difference with this MMO is
Yeah,
that
it's just a
PvP
bunch of
is
kids that
essentially
don't have
always
anything else
on. No
better
matter
to
what
do in
side
their
you
life.
are on in this debate, I think it's fair to say that Asmongold has a lot of influence, and the targeted griefing of Asmongold caused a huge loss of potentially good marketing for the game. An AOC video
Absolutely.
by Asmongold.
I'm not. I would be hesitant to play this game now because it just gives you an anchor that gives you a freaking that hesitant that you could have gotten killed any part of the game when you're playing without you enabling the PvP. That's stupid. Who wants to play a shit game like that? You know? Like in Elden Ring, imagine in Elden Ring, just randomly somebody just shows up and kills you around. Do you think it's gonna be fun?
To be fair, obviously that's true. And this is another reason why these games don't go anywhere. Is because games that focus on having, you know, like this type of PvP, a lot of people like killing streamers and content creators because they don't like the fact that streamers and content creators exist. They don't like them. So they're going to do that, and that's why you see a lot of these games fall apart. The reason why a lot of companies pay pay streamers to play games is because paying streamers to play games helps the games. So, like, if you have people that are going to play your game that get run off by the community, you are effectively losing money.
Gets much more views than any video a dedicated AOC content creator like myself, Narc, or others, or even the official AOC YouTube channel itself will get. I agree with Asmongold in that he should not get preferential treatment, but I also agree he deserves to have a normal experience and see this.
What preferential treatment? They didn't give him guard mode or anything. He just get harassed over the game. He's not hacking. He's not getting any bullshit special item or anything. He's just playing Raven 1, dude. He's just getting harassed out of the freaking game. And then if he caves in and says this game is bad, Ashes of Creation is done.
MMO for himself.
He is the one of the biggest MMO player in the fucking platform. He plays an MMO, and then you want to shoot yourself in the foot with this kind of bullshit? Of course they are going to give him a special treatment. He's basically the face of MMO community at this point.
Actual position on this is that people that are hunting me down, watching my stream to triangulate my location, and then killing me because I'm a streamer, I think that that is preferential treatment. Fundamentally it is, right? Because I'm being treated differently in game because of something that's out of game.
Yeah.
So I think that really banning people and like getting rid of people that are doing that
it doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter. That's the point of video game. These idiots don't even get this. That's the point of video game. It doesn't matter who you are in the real life. In this game, he's just a normal dude with level 1 gear. That's it. You have to treat him like that. Do not bring the real world agendas into video games. That is not the place for that. I don't know why these people don't understand it. Fucking real world politics, real world freaking hate, real world everything. It has no place in video games, dude.
Is actually making sure that I don't get preferential treatment, making sure that I can have a normal, authentic experience playing the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like, that's my actual opinion. But I understand that there's a lot of people in the MMO community that they just don't want that. Like, whether that's the right opinion or not, that they don't want that opinion. Nobody will see it that way. Exactly.
Wait, what?
But I understand that there's a lot of people in the MMO community is actually making sure that I don't get preferential treatment, making sure that I can have a normal, authentic experience playing out of game. So I think that really banning people and like getting rid of people that are doing that is actually making sure that I don't get preferential treatment, making sure that I can have a normal, authentic experience playing the game. So,
Yeah.
like, that's my actual opinion. But I understand that there's a lot of people in the MMO community that they just don't want that. Like, whether that's the right opinion or not, that they don't want that opinion.
Get out my
Nobody will see
server!
it that
It's
way?
my
Exactly.
server! You are a streamer! You are a bad person! Go
The
out
video
of my
already
server!
went
Like,
through
what?
this class
portraying
well.
the game as an
Jesus Christ, get
insufferable
get
game
alive.
cost is enough to cost
Yeah.
Intrepid a lot of money and potential revenue, whilst also diminishing its
Is there a way to make that clusterfuck a little bit lower? Because that looks super clusterfuckery.
reputation. And even if you don't care about that, if you enjoy this game and want to see it succeed in such a stale MMO genre, then surely you must realize that griefing Asmongold on stream
It seems like the combat has gotten way faster. Maybe this game is playable, but I still think it still looks
will
outdated.
inevitably just cause the population of this Alpha 2 test to slowly drop
It got
and or
one-shotted.
fail to bring in
I think that I'm being used too much as an example here. The fact is that if it can happen to me, it will happen to other players too, because being able to do it is funny. It's literally that simple. It's funny to be able to kill somebody over and over, and so they can't play the game. Yeah, so like it might happen to me first, but it's going to also happen to other new players.
I
Like,
think in order to fix this, they should straight up give the option to turn off the PvP. Straight up. I don't think open world PvP in this game sucks. I don't want to play a game like that. I do not want to give my character's life to another person's what do you call it? Another random person's hand. It's just not a fun experience.
I'm basically the
Straight up.
I'm the test,
If this game has open world PvP, I'm never gonna play
right?
this.
I am the alpha test. Yeah, exactly.
I think most people will feel like that. Imagine if your World of Warcraft just get randomly get killed by a higher level player. It will just make people want to quit, dude.
Streamer, what's this here? Streamer players especially. Well, yeah, of course. You have a lot of influence, but definitely you're a good example of this. So people take a notice of. Yeah, if you know that you can shut somebody else, basically, for a lot of griefers and gankers, the biggest reward is to make somebody stop playing the game. And when you think about that on just a fundamental level, is this a good thing that you want to have for your game? Where like you have an entire contingency of your player base that their main goal is to stop people from playing it? No, I don't really think so. So, and how do I know this? I used to do it. That's how I know. And so, like, of course, that's what's going to happen.
less viewers than it would have if you did not provide such negative publicity. And even if you don't care about that, if you enjoy this game and want to see it succeed in such a stale MMO genre, then you must realize that griefing Asmon on stream will inevitably
They gotta improve that run animation. That looks like trash. Like, look at this. This looks like trash.
Asmon on stream will inevitably just cause the population of this Alpha 2 test to slowly drop and or fail.
It's a net negative when streamers leave a game. It definitely is.
While it brings in less viewers than it would have had without the negative publicity. What Asmongold experienced is a one-off and different from the experience that you or I had. However, I want to keep this as fair and as balanced of an outlook as I can. How much of this is on the development team, I'm sure you're asking. On one hand, they are in an early alpha phase focused on testing networking.
Yeah, it's gonna come out in 2030 after GTA 6 and it's gonna die in like 2 weeks. This game's future is like that from what I'm looking at. If you don't have a good story, this game's dead. Like, do not cope and whine about this game. Final Fantasy survives because it has a good story. World of Warcraft survives because it's a World of Warcraft, you know. The first ever fucking MMO that's going to the mainstream. Well, Drago, it's called the Ashes of Creation. It's a new MMO that's been hyped up for the past 5 years, which is never going to come out, at least for the next decade.
And performance with limited systems and content available. On the other hand, the new player experience is very important for first impressions. We recently saw this with Soda Poppin's Rage Quit, and I know for a fact
Riot
that
MMO got cancelled
at the starting area during the NDA pre-alpha 2 testing. So why has the PvP
they just scrapped the project and then they said they're gonna make something else.
Lionhold area or even the starter room.
It's because they don't have it ready yet. It was like some like programming thing. I think Steven messaged me about it. Like it was, there's no like,
I
there's
think
no
you better off waiting for
philosophical
GTA 6
reason.
at this
It's
point.
just that it wasn't set up.
Hopefully actually coming soon, but should have
Wait,
been
can I make
implemented
3080
as
can
the
run a
larger
GTA
public
6?
starts to get their first look at Vera through the
Questionable.
lens of the Asmongolds of the world.
Yeah, sure.
Either way,
He's
I
right.
just wanted to
No,
stress
it's in
that
the
the
works. They
developers
said
over
they
at
recently
Intrepid
fired
Studios
us
have
again
done
on
a
the
good
world
job to
Really?
ensure
Yes, they are working on the freaking game. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. That's really latest news.
this game is not a gank box by making
Hopefully it
corruption
comes out.
extremely
I will play it.
penalizing. So I hope that the Asmongold outlier isn't taken as the evidence that the game is indeed a gank box. And for those of you that didn't know, Steven was actually trying to teleport Asmongold away from the area, but their system was just like kind of bugging out. I've watched
so many
feedback
people
from other content creators on Ashes of Creation, even the feedback of some large creators who claimed you wouldn't like Ashes of Creation and that
Yeah,
it would be a gank box.
as
But
an
they did
MMO.
not
Yeah, that's
experience
true,
anything
but
of the
I'm not
sort.
sure
I'd
how
like
well
you
they
all to
can
leave your
recreate
comments
it as
below
an
and let me know
MMO.
your take on all this. If you enjoyed the video,
Like,
please
how is
click
it
the
even gonna
like
work?
button as it
I
helps
think
others to
you
find
can
it.
make an
If you're
MMO
new,
out of that.
please consider subscribing
really
for more
nice.
Ashes of Creation
Like,
content.
we got
And if you're a
nothing.
tank
That's the thing. By an MMO, we know that they're gonna make an MMO, but that's pretty much it.
enjoyer,
Like,
make
there
sure you
is
click the
nothing
video on
about that
screen.
game that's
Thank you
out
so much
here.
for watching. It's been nice.
Not even a trailer.
Good one.
No,
So
not even
yeah,
a trailer, teaser, anything, nothing.
I think yeah, good video. Yeah, I think so too. It's a pretty fair, measured out video. And to me, the reason why I kind of stepped away from it is because I knew the discord and trouble it was going to create. Just not a fan of the Forced PvP. I don't think that many people are fans of Forced PvP. And the only people that really are usually people that want to take advantage of it and use it to harass people. So yeah, griefing level play is the fastest way to kill a game. There's absolutely no reason PvP should be enabled in the starting zone. PvP immune in the small starting zones. I think that if you have a game where PvP is non-consensual, you will eventually have people quit the game because of that. Because there's a lot of casual players that want to make progress over time. And when you only have, like, let's say an hour to play the game, if 20 minutes of that time is spent getting ganked, a third of the time that you were going to play the game
I think
has been taken
was
away
pretty
from
good.
you. And so this actually affects casual players much worse than it affects other random players. And I think that's one of the biggest issues that a lot of people might not really seem to realize, but it is massively problematic. People will not do this. Corruption is way worse than you think. You'll lose your entire investment if you gank people. Only the most desperate will.
They already have the world and the world conflict.
I think that what people will probably do is they will probably have like
dude, I
one
played
thing that
League
I
of Legends
know
for
about
5
MMO
years.
systems
5
like this
years. Yes,
is
I know.
that
I know
there
their
are
lore is
people
pretty
who are
in-depth.
unemployed, and they will make it their job to make this system work at their advantage. If you can do anything that can negatively affect another
Do you watch
player,
Arcane Season 2? No.
you should not expect that it
Isn't that haven't released yet? Or it's released in somewhere
can
recently,
happen.
I think.
You should expect that it will happen.
Is it released? You play League? I played it and then I quit. I think I quit around Kiana, I think. I thought the game was gotten boring, you
And
know.
it will happen as much as it possibly can.
Release first 3
Because the power
episodes?
fantasy
Okay, I
of
can
being
just
able
watch
to
that.
affect another player's experience like that is very compelling to gankers and people like
Okay,
that.
what's the
Somebody is
What is the story about? Is it still about Zon? Because if it's still about Zon, can we see Warwick? Because war music is kind of cool on that one.
to do it. Other players should be able to gank you, but you should that should directly and
Warwick, I don't want to see Echo. Echo is kind of lame.
immediately give you so much experience it makes you stronger so that they can't do it again.
He's just
because then
stupid. I don't know how he just like how Echo likes the freaking as Jinx of all things. Yeah, Fantasy the Warrior is coming also. True.
people just exploit that.
I think the best remake in that game is Warwick, dude. That trailer, goddamn. Pretty badass. I like Warwick.
So yeah, they'll make a grief account and funnel it gear. People will grief almost no matter what the consequences are. Yeah, exactly. If they make it so onerous to do, why even make it a mechanism? I don't know. And so
I think
ganking
Warwick,
low levels is just a
who else I
childish thing
like?
to do and allow.
Master
You
Yi
can say
was
whatever
kind
you
of
want
fine.
about doing it,
Like,
and you can
especially,
say like whether it's bad or not.
what's
But
that Master
I'll link you
Yi?
guys to the guy's video. This is a pretty good
The
video. It
cyber
was
one.
fair
What's that
and definitely
skin's name?
accurate.
I kind of
Perk
forgot.
deserves
Project
acceptance,
E.
free but sensible
I like
treatment.
Project E.
Stupid
And
thing is alpha is not
Warwick.
pay to play. Why would you try to harm the success of the
And
game?
let me think.
I think a lot of people are going to see it that way. And
Azir.
overall, I
Azir
just
works
don't
cool.
want to
Azir,
deal with
Azir.
like a bunch of
I think his
drama
name is
and
Azir.
pressure.
Azir was
And the
cool. The
PvPers
Sand Emperor.
won't play because
That
they
was
have to
pretty
grief
cool.
casuals,
But
not
never
actually
able to
fight
get
good
learn
players,
that
so
guy.
they'll quit too. It's a cycle.
Yasuo
Yeah,
was
yeah, you're
cringy.
right about that. Just make a PvP server. I think they should do
Yasuo
what
was
they think is
cringe.
best for the
Front
game.
was kind of cool.
Whatever they
I
think
never
is
played
best for the
League.
game, that's what they should do.
Yeah.
And so
You never played
I feel
League?
like, yeah,
How the hell do
it's
you know about
literally
the
that
lore and
simple.
stuff?
Let me read a few more of these. I'll
Oh,
see this paid
God.
$150 key to grief Asmon. I think that's probably people just
I'm pretty sure I recognize all the champions. I played it at least 5 or 10 games with them. They have like 150 or some at this point. At this point, they have like a Pokemon collection.
playing
Yep.
the game.
That is
And
that
it
many
just was
champions.
convenient for them, right? So yeah,
I love that
incentivize
rocket.
internal policing, give rewards for killing people with corruption. There will always
I
be
watched
an
before,
incentive
like, when
to
I
kill
played that game for
streamers and
years.
to harass streamers. And that incentive will
If I
probably
remember right,
offset any in
I think I remember seeing Community came out, and then I played it since then. I think the new champion I saw was first ever. It was Camilo.
game reward. That's really what happens. That will not work. Yeah, it's people just like doing that. They just need to fix the starting areas. I think the first thing to do is fix the starting areas. You're absolutely right. Yeah, bro, there are rewards. Yeah, exactly. Need guards or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, underestimating people's need to grieve regarding how much you'll punish them. Yeah, it's crazy why people want it. World PvP is super niche, and as much people want to say they want it, there's a reason why a game with millions of players decided to remove it completely. The vast majority don't like it. All it takes is being in the wrong place at the wrong time farming, maybe having a bad day, deciding that you want to kill somebody in your farm spot, and then that someone's guild has you on a kill on spot list. Good luck. Well, it's not even just that. It's like you try to do something in the game and you can't do it because people keep killing you. Well, it's like if you can't make progress in the game and you can't play the game the way you want because other people are like, you know, intentionally taking that ability away from you, yeah, people are going to be really mad about that. Absolutely. They're going to be super frustrated. The mayor system is also exploited. The whole social aspects are exploitation fests. Yeah, but it just matters like what the checks and balances on them are. I think that's the main thing. But yeah, I think that PvP, any world PvP system should have a toggle button where you can turn it on or off. That's really
You bet your ass most people are gonna turn
like
that bitch off.
any of them, right? Any game, if you have, I don't think that having non-consensual PvP makes a game better. I think that in almost every circumstance, it makes a game worse. There are some people that like those games, and so if you like those games, that's fine. However, you have to acknowledge that none of these games will ever hit the mainstream. They will always have niche audiences, and a lot of the games end up dying.
Yep.
Because
Yep,
the new players get killed by the older
100%.
players
It's
because
a
the older
death
players want
sentence,
to be able
pretty
to kill
much.
new players that are easy to kill.
Yep.
Wrong? Eve is the exception. Eve has been losing players for years, and it's massively unpopular. It's absolutely a niche game. It's a tiny...
He is a niche as well. What the fuck?
What are we talking about? Mortal Online 2. Mortal Online 2, it has 1,000 people playing it. Guys, I'm not speaking about this. This isn't my opinion.
It's a fact.
This is a statistical reality. I'm not telling you I think this is bad. I'm telling you the data reflects that it's bad. Flag and Karma is the best system. You die with Karma, you drop your items. Yeah, maybe. But anyway, I've got to go record and get some shit done. But we'll be back on tomorrow. All right, boys. Peace. See ya.
All right. Good video. I think, yeah. In-game PvP, not a fun mechanic to deal with, straight up. Not fun. Absolutely not.